Virgo, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. So without further ado, Virgo. This is interesting. Okay. Virgo, you are dropping, how do I put this? In the past, you were keeping score. You were going back and forth with a particular person. Tit for tat, this for that. You did this, you did that. And you were actually like keeping score of what people were doing and how people were affecting you. You're dropping that. You're recognizing that things tend to even out over longer periods of time. So you're not keeping score anymore. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Virgo, is like at one point you were being a little petty. And you're recognizing that within yourself and you're like, well, I don't want to be that way. I'm just not going to be that way anymore. The antagonist here was you felt a lack of reciprocity. You felt like you were giving, and the other person wasn't giving. So you started taking score of what it was that they were or were not giving. But you recognized that your own perception was playing into that. So like I said, you're just not keeping score anymore. You recognize, like you were keeping score because you felt like it wasn't fair. And then you recognize that there was a certain pettiness to it. And you decided, you're like, I don't want to be petty. I don't want to be like this. I don't want to have this make me upset. So you stopped moving forward with that particular energy. You were just like, enough is enough. I'm going to figure out how to move forward. But you didn't exactly have a plan or a roadmap on how to move forward or out of that energy. So instead of going within, you started going without. Okay? You started going without and you started reaching out and you started giving. And that's what you have in your outcome here, is this act of giving. Now, Virgo, for the past couple months, I've been doing reads, and they go back and forth. But the overall theme was that you were, for a moment, you were taking a lot of time for yourself. You were recognizing that you were constantly giving out a lot of energy to other people, and it was always draining you. Okay? So then you were taking a lot of time for yourself. Then you got into this pettiness where you were looking at what other people were giving, and then you decided you didn't want to be that way, so now you're back to giving again. So here's what I think happened. The ball was all the way over here, so think of it as like a pendulum. So everything was over here, and you were over giving, and it was draining you. So then you went, you know what? I'm going to hold back, and I'm going to heal myself, and everything went over here. And now I feel like you're somewhere in the middle, you're balancing out, and you're recognizing the need for strong boundaries, but the ability to still give. Okay? So you didn't want to take in all this energy for yourself and have it make you hard and unfeeling, or petty. So what you're actually doing right now is you're balancing everything out to a better understanding of give and take. So like I said, overgiving, holding back, the healthy point of reciprocity. That's the energy that you're just starting to fall into. So you're going to notice there are times when you say no a little bit more often, and you're okay with that. But it's a good thing. Don't let people guilt trip you. Yeah, you went from over-giving to giving way less than you ever did, and now you're learning that line. You're understanding that balance. Yeah, see? This is the card of teamwork and appraisal. You're not concerned how other people view you in this particular thing. And it's not a strategy that you're working out. You're not strategically saying, well, I'm only going to give this, I'm only going to give that. Because that leads to that petty behavior. And that's not who you want to be. Instead, you're playing king of the hill. You're maintaining a higher ground. You're walking a higher road, and you will defend yourself only when it's necessary. So what I'm getting from this is, by the way, the Hermit energy is Virgo energy. So that pettiness didn't feel like you. That's what I'm getting also from this Hermit in the inverse. But what I'm getting now is that you're recognizing when to give and when to hold back. Okay? It'll take a little bit of time to work through it, but you're going to start to feel that you have to defend yourself less and less often once you fortify what boundaries need to be set, because you're willing to give. As you're willing to give anything that you have abundance in, but you're not going to be willing to give and help if it takes away from the energy that you need for you at the end of the day. I hope that makes sense. Virgo, what's a better way to say that? It's a good thing to help others, and you will continue to help others, but you recognize that you need X amount of time, money, and energy for yourself before you can turn around and give that to others. That's what I'm trying to say. Virgo, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.